FS1 parents, we have made this video today for you to see some of our ideas for you to take part in at home. We've had so many questions about what to do with the children over the holidays, whether it's role play, whether it's doing activities outside. And so we just wanted to let you know some of the things that we do inside the classroom, which are great ideas for you to do at home. Okay, so today is all about let's pretend. So I'm just going to show you a video to begin with, and then we can go into a little bit more detail about that.
It's taking us to Spinneys.
To Spinneys? What are we going to get at Spinneys?
I'm going to drive by myself because I'm a driver. Super fast and it can jump over the wall.
It's super fast and it can jump over the wall?
Yeah.
Where will we go when we jump over the wall?
To the library and to the library book and find some treasure there.
Okay, so we just wanted to show you a little snippet of our day-to-day activities, because in FS1 we are using role play and it's make-believe play every single day. So you might ask, why is this so important in the children's development? And this is because it's a way for children to explore, to make sense of the world around them. It builds their confidence and it is so good for their communication development. And that's because they're interacting with friends, taking part in things such as sharing and turn taking. And along with it being fun, it allows children to take part in real life roles or fictional performance. So some of you may ask, what is role play? Role play can take on and try out roles from familiar family scenes and the local community's experiences. It enables children to draw on past experiences. So during our parent-teacher meetings, we had a lot of parents ask, how can we get the children to talk about their experiences? And Hannah will go into this in more detail just after. But what the children really need to do is take part in these exercises and these activities that allows them to have that hands-on experience and to be able to demonstrate what they've learned outside of school. So things such as going on a shopping trip with you, playing mums and dads, which they love, things such as even going to a coffee shop. I'm going to pass you on to Hannah now.
Okay, hi everyone. So some of these ideas that are on screen now are some things that we do in our classroom. So we all have role play areas and they change weekly or monthly depending on the children's interests or experiences that they've been up to over the weekend or over the holidays. And they are so easy for you to replicate at home as well. You don't need to buy anything special. You can just use things that you've got in your own home. So for example, if you were going to make a pizza shop or a coffee shop, then you can just get some cups, get some boxes that you've got at home and put them out on the table and then start questioning your child, which I'll go on to next. If you do baby care, just some of their outgrown clothes that you can use to dress up their teddy bears. Ice cream counter as well. If you've got ice cream cones at home, you don't need to use real ice cream. You can use Play-Doh, which you could also make, or you could use cotton balls. So like I said, you don't need to buy anything special. All of these things that you could role play with are things that you've already got at home.
Okay.
So conversation starters for talking about past experiences. I have spoken to quite a few parents who have said when they ask their child, what did you do at school today? They've all come away and said nothing, or they didn't learn anything. So the way you ask the question could really help, maybe making it a little bit more specific. So for example, what did you do today that was creative? Did anybody make you smile today? Did you ask any questions? What made your teacher happy? Who did you sit next to at lunch? So those are some questions that you could ask your child. And similarly, after the weekend or after holidays, these are the kind of questions that we would ask your child. You know, where did you go? What did you see on your way to school? Did you hear anything when you were in the car or when you were out in the garden? Just to kind of build up that communication and language development in your child.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hannah. So that was all relating to role play and home corners that you can use at home. But now I'm going to pass you on to Cindy, and this is more specifically related to how you could create that role play, how you could make believe with the children. So over to you, Cindy.
Hi everyone, I'm just going to chat to you a little bit more about how to create different props for your role play and at the house, using the children's imagination. And because we are in the festive season, there's going to be loads of boxes hanging around the house, and what better thing to use than a cardboard box? They can turn it into, they use a lot of their imagination to create stuff. And it's not always about the end product of this cardboard box. It's also all about the process and how they're getting there in the end. It really helps their imaginative thinking, their creativity, encourages physical play, and using both their sensories and physical sensories to extend their thinking. And while they are building with these boxes, there can be lots of questioning that we can ask them, or you as parents can ask them, is how are they going to do that? If they want to put these pieces together, what do they need to do it? Do you want to color it? Do you want to make some buttons for, say, if you want to make a spaceship, are you going to add some buttons? What can you use? Are you going to paint it? I think I said that. You can draw in it, and you can even use different props inside the house to extend their role play, to act out a scene. They choose their roles, and they use and they can practice it again and again and again. I know my children love to make dens and spaceships and houses for their dolls, and even for their dinosaurs. They make houses for everything in the house. So those are just a couple of examples. And what better thing than to use an empty box? You can just watch them as they play with an empty box. It would be really fun.
Thank you, Cindy. So basically, the key points that we're really trying to push forward today as to why role play, make believe, having a home corner, and getting rid of all of these toys that you really think that the children want to play with alone, and instead give them something to create and imagine, where it's so open-ended. So the key points of today are that it really helps to develop their communication and language skills. It allows children to act out and make sense of real life situations. It allows them to explore, investigate, and experiment. It develops their social skills. So if they're playing with siblings, this is fantastic. If they are on a play date, it's also brilliant. But if the children don't have the siblings at home, you yourself can play with the children and see where their imagination takes you both on this journey. It encourages children to empathize with others. So what we see when the children come back to school is that when they are using these role play areas, that they're learning more to share, to take turns, to have these conversations with each other if they're getting this kind of support at home. It develops their awareness of others and themselves, again linking into empathizing with others, and it really does spark their creativity and imagination. So that's why we wanted to really push for that, and for you to take part in these activities over the holidays. And that is the end of our little video. So we wish you all a happy holiday, and we can't wait to see lots and lots of pictures and videos on Seesaw. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.